Hello everyone, I hope you all had a relaxing weekend. This week we're going to go over an introduction to the two main data models in GIS, vector and raster. I will start with an introduction to spatial data models and then go into more detail about both model types and then compare the two. The information this week is just to get you more familiar with GIS data, and I will go over the models in a bit more depth in a couple weeks. A spatial data model can be defined as the objects in a spatial database that includes the relationships among them. GIS data represent physical entities such as roads or mountains in a simplified way. The data includes information on the location and extent of the objects as well as some of their characteristics. As I mentioned last week, each object or entity is an abstract representation of only one feature. They are in no way perfect, and they only include a small portion of the characteristics in reality. But its goal is to be able to include the information about the objects and the correct level of detail and accuracy for analysis. The two main spatial data models are vector and raster. One model is not always better than the other. It depends on what you're trying to represent and analyze. Sometimes both models can be used, and it is possible to convert from one data model to the other. The use of coordinates is one of the defining factors that separates GIS analysis from typical data analysis. Coordinates are used to define the spatial location and extent of geographic objects. They usually consist of a pair or triplet of numbers that specify a location and allow distances to be measured. They are organized to represent the shapes and boundaries that define the objects, to represent the attributes and its characteristics.